Hello there, how's it going? Today we will be doing a very special product review. The kind people at Talking Products sent me this. It's called the COSVOX, and it's a sound module to wear underneath your cosplay. You know, when you see the stormtroopers wandering around Galaxy's Edge and you're like, how do these sound exactly like the films and how are they so witty and it's just like awesome? They probably use something very similar to this. So let's dive in and have a look. Alrighty, let's just have a look at the packaging first, eh? And let me show you its features. So, as I said, it's by a company called talkingproducts.com. It's called the COSVOX. It is a Bluetooth sound module. It has high quality sound, low profile design, Bluetooth connectivity, MP3 sound compatible, 2 sound set profiles, auxiliary device input, wireless key fob, microphone input, USB-C connection, finger button options, 6 voice change options, and 3 echo level options. So let's open it up and see what's inside. Alrighty, so we have the device itself. Looks like this. And comes with a handy little belt hook. It has a key fob, Bluetooth key fob, so completely wireless, which looks like it has a protector, so you can basically press any pre-installed sounds through that, and if you don't want that and you connect it to these other things, you put the case on to protect it so you don't press anything by accident. We have, looks like some palm buttons here, so you can wear it in your hands like this. And that comes with a handy little strap here. We have a USB-C lead. And the coolest thing is we have 4 finger buttons here. So they all come with sticky backs, and you can put those on your gloves like so, and then just use your thumb to press each one. Wicked. Right then, let's see how it works. Alrighty, so first things first, we need to hook it up to my computer and download some sounds for it. So USB-C goes in there, and then let's stick that in my laptop. Alrighty, USB lead in here, and we turn it on. So green light is on. Alrighty, so Brian at COSVOX has sent me 2 packs. So what you do is you go on to talkingproducts.com. On their website, you've got here COSVOX cosplay character voice packs. Let's have a look at that. And you've got all these different options. You've got Mando, Trooper, Wookiee, Vader, Tusken Raider there, some Jawas, First Order Stormtrooper, Finn, Death Trooper. We've got the Halo Chief there, and TK Radio Comms Chatter. So add that to basket, download it, and then you will have your packs in here, and you can see that it has one for each button. So all of these is a different pre-recorded sound. And let's just stick with the Trooper for now. So all you do is go to button 1, and you can see all of these pre-recorded sounds. There's 131 in there, and then go to your COSVOX, and you have 2 sets. So for example, I can set this to the standard Stormtrooper, and then set 2 to Death Trooper. Alrighty, so just copy and paste. You can see I've already started doing some just to test it out, but let's copy everything in there. So each one of these is a completely different pre-recorded voice just to say the word yes. So if you're in your armor and someone asks you a question, you can just click button 2 and it will give you, how many is it in here? Any one of 117 different yes responses in the style of a Stormtrooper. Same for no, and you've got intro, which is like random stuff. Button 4 is exit, as in like I'm going. So let's just copy everything over to each button. Button 4, copy all that over, and let's do the Death Trooper as well. So we'll put that in set 2, button 1, Death Trooper intro. Right then, they are all now transferred over into the COSVOX. So let's eject that guy off. Okay, so all the downloaded sound packs, both the Death Trooper and the Stormtrooper, are all on here for presettings for all 4 buttons. So in order to power it, we are going to need a power bank. That doesn't come with it, so you can buy whatever power bank you want. And let's just plug that in there, turn that guy on. So now we are all powered up.
Bluetooth ready.
Oh, that is loud.
Bluetooth connected.
Christ. Okay, let's turn that down a bit. It's a good sign though, isn't it? Alright, then let's start off with the key fob. So you just turn it on here. Green light comes on.
Bluetooth connected.
It is now connected to the device. So let's take this cover off. So let's test it out with the key fob to begin with. So let's just turn that on here. Green light.
Bluetooth connected.
And it tells you when it's connected. And let's just remove this cover. So you've got your 4 buttons with your 4 pre-installed sound effects, and the device itself is set to set 1, which is the Stormtrooper. So let's give it a test. Button 1.
Mind explaining why you're sweating? What's under the frown? You match a description, that's not good.
So I guess button 1 is for when you troop in and you approach some unsuspecting victims and you're just loitering about and you want to start a conversation, and you don't even have to use your own voice. You can just press this.
Why are you traveling alone? Move slowly, no sudden movement. You seem jumpy.
And let's try button 2, which from memory is affirmative. It's yes. So if they ask you a question, can we take your photo, for example?
Yeah. Yeah, sure. Got it. Roger that. Locked in. Yep. Yes.
I don't know if it goes in the order of the sounds or if it does it at random.
Okay. Certainly.
But that's pretty cool. Right, let's try the negative. So if they ask you for your photo and you're tired and just want to go home, you would say...
Blast him.
That's so cool. So I think it is at random.
Blast him.
Okay, and then button 4 was exit, I believe. So you're all done and dusted. You've finished with your clientele and you're going to hit the road.
This won't be the last time we talk.
So cool.
Dismissed. This room doesn't get second chances.
And let's just press them at random.
That's restricted tech you're carrying. Fine. Blast him.
Still my favorite. Okay, now let's say you want to be more discreet and you don't want to use this. Let's disconnect that. Put its cover back on.
Disconnected.
Oh, it tells you when it's disconnected. So let's hook up the 4 finger buttons here. So this should have... Oh no, that's what you do. You hook it up to the actual key fob. There you go. Plug it in there. And then let's turn it back on.
Bluetooth connected.
Right, that's it. So there's no wires going down your arms or anything. You literally hook up your buttons to this. So you could hide that, you know, in your wrist, for example. Stick these to your gloves on the inside or the outside, I guess, but you probably want to hide the wiring on the inside. So each one of these should be exactly the same. Let's try it.
Enjoy your walk. It may be your last one alone.
So that's button 4, exit.
You're walking like you've got contraband.
That would be button 1, your intro.
Yeah, sure.
That's your yes. And this is your blast 'em.
Set for stun. Blast him.
Okay, so that was the Trooper. Now let's try the Death Trooper, because remember you can install 2 completely separate characters on this, each having 4 buttons. So I believe you press this voice button here.
Set to.
There you go, and it actually tells you it switches to set 2, and now this should be Death Trooper, which, if it's accurate, should just be gurgled nonsense, yeah?
You overstepped. Deny. You were not cleared for that. Clearance insufficient. Executing as ordered.
So, Brian did tell me that the Stormtrooper is much clearer than the Death Trooper, but the Death Trooper is super, super accurate to the film. And there's so many on here.
You won't ask twice.
I have played around with it, and there is, you know, because the Death Troopers literally muffle their voices as part of their character, you know, as their lore.
Here we go. Back to base. Let's move.
But I guess that would get pretty boring, so they have recorded
Step aside. You've been warned.
all the positives, negatives, intros and exits.
The Empire doesn't forget.
Now, as well as your palm buttons, your key fob and your 4 finger buttons, it also has a voice changer. So let's test that out, shall we? I got myself a headset. They're also sold on the Talking Products website. And it's just a simple headset microphone. There's no need for the ear holes, so it's just goes on there nicely. It's not going to conflict with your helmet or, like, you know, make you sweaty or anything. And it is just a 3.5mm mini jack. Oh, it's one of those nice string, like rope cords. It's really nicely made, actually. Alright, let's stick that in here and plug it into the COSVOX. So mic goes in there. Hello, hello. Oh, let's turn it up a bit. Hello, hello, hello. And it has, I believe, 4 voice modes. So,
Hi.
hi, hi, hi. How cool is that? I'll hold it near the microphone so you can hear me.
Low.
For a butterfly, for a butterfly.
Trooper.
Trooper voice, cool. So it lowers it down a little bit, adds a tiny bit of delay. So, and remember, you can use these at the same time. I can't think of the word.
It may change tomorrow.
So you can use them interchangeably. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Right. And what's the other one?
Droid.
Droid. Ooh. I think it has another one. I think it's just normal.
Horror.
Oh, horror? Horror. Oh, hello there.
Natural.
Natural. Oh, so this is just my normal voice, just amplified. That's pretty cool, isn't it? It also has an echo function. So let's press that. Hello? Ooh. Nice bit of reverb there.
Hi.
Hello? I think that's my favourite. I do apologise for the sun, by the way.
It's right in my face.
I sound like Daft Punk.
Low.
Hey up. How's that doing? I do like the echo. It's a pretty cool effect. Now then, the reason... Hold on, let me just turn that echo off. I'm going to keep...
Echo 2.
My computer's going crazy. Echo 2? Ah, it's even more reverb and more delay. I didn't realise that. So it has 2 echo modes, and then this should be off. Is it? Yes, that's off. That's better, isn't it? I'm just going to keep it so you can get a feel for what it's like talking through this thing. I might just randomly change it every now and again, you know? Flip it up, flip it down. Now, the reason that Brian sent me the... Is that my normal voice? I can't even tell anymore. The reason Brian sent me the Death Trooper pack is because he saw my Death Trooper helmet build on Instagram, I believe it was. However, that was a commission for a customer, so I don't even have it. That's gone to America or somewhere. No, hold on. It's gone to, like, I can't remember. Luxembourg, maybe? Anyway, what I do have is... I have this guy, the Shadow Trooper. So there's only one thing for it, isn't it? Let's stick a helmet on and see what it's like. Wait. There's an order to this. And I've chosen a really tight fitting helmet. So microphone. Let's hide that in there. Dreads out of the way. Back of the helmet on. Hello there. See, even your natural voice sounds a little bit different just because it's amplified. It sounds more, you know, troopery. That kind of, it has that little bit of distortion in the speaker. It's cool, man. And it's very loud.
Low.
You know, for a tiny little device like this, so that's all you have to carry on your personage. Can you hear me when I'm talking through this? I'm not going to be able to know until after I start editing this video. Yeah, so the only things that you need to carry on yourself is the pack itself, which has that little belt hook, and then a power bank. I guess you can choose the size of that. There's a little bit of weight to the power bank, but not much. And then your Bluetooth key fob and your finger buttons. Wicked, like that's it. So cool. Like it barely weighs anything. Right, let's test it with some different helmets, shall we? I feel it again. The call to the light. Look how old you've become.
Don't test the Emperor's patience again.
Echo 2.
Set for stun. Blast him.
Do you know what else you can do? Creepy breathing. You can just stand behind people and go.
Droid.
That's breathing with droid voice. I know what I have to do, and I don't know if I have the strength to do it. Your son is gone. He was weak and foolish, like his father. Alright. I have no idea what's going on with this sunlight, man. It was like just standard, nice, normal, diffused light before. Then it was super intense, then it was dark, now it's gone behind a cloud and the sun's setting, so it's all orangey. I do apologise for the crazy light and burnt out, overexposed, crazy colour toneness of this. I'm gonna put this down because my eyes are kind of stinging from the sunlight. I hope you don't mind. But what I want to do is just test the volume low to high. Right, you ready? So this is it turned completely off and now on. And this is its lowest volume, and I am about, I don't know, 30 centimeters away from the microphone. Now let's go up a little bit. This is it a little bit more, and 10% more, and a little bit more, and let's go all the way to max. So that's its loudest setting. Again, 30 centimeters away from the microphone. I'm purposely not going to correct the audio in this, so just to show you how loud it is for a tiny little speaker, man. This is so loud for just this like tiny little device. But what you can also do, let's turn it off and I'll speak to you normally. So even though that is super loud for this tiny little device, what you can also do is hook it up to an external speaker. So say if you have a UE boom, I apologise for the state of mine, this belongs in my workshop, so it's covered in paint and filler and sanding dust, but yeah, the device comes with, if you so choose, with a little mini jack, and that's the speaker plug there. So what you can do is, it gives you the instructions. Basically, it has 6 screws, so you unscrew them, you unplug the speaker, and then you plug this guy into where the speaker was, and now you've got a mini jack out, which you can then, say if you have a UE boom like me, you can just plug it into the UE boom itself, and then even louder. It's typical, isn't it? We haven't had sunlight for about 3 months, and the day I decide to do this video, we have blue skies and direct sunlight in my face. Sod's law, as we say in the north. Right, so there you go. That is the awesome COSVOX. I will put the link in the description below, and I'll pin it to the comments. And you also get a discount code, which will be 10% off the COSVOX, and that code is Jedha10. Again, I will put all the information in the description below. They did ask me to do an honest review and critique it, and honestly, I've never used something like this before. It's my first time, but I think that is absolutely wicked. I can't fault it at all. I think it's really nicely designed, really well thought out, with the Bluetooth, and like so many options to how to operate it, with fob, the 3-button palm thing to hide it there, or the 4-button finger glove buttons. Like, just so cool. Really lightweight, durable, loud for this tiny little thing, and you can hook it up to an external speaker if you want. Oh, I forgot a feature. Do you know what else you can do? Let's just turn it on. So, Bluetooth ready. Let me just open my phone. You can also use it
Bluetooth connected
as an external speaker. So head to talkingproducts.com and use code Jedha10 at the checkout to get 10% off the COSVOX and any sound packs that you want. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. I think there might be a hype button now on YouTube. I don't know what that does, but just press it and see what happens. Just before I go, some last minute housekeeping. I am no longer doing DIY kits, like raw 3D prints, or finished props of any kind. I'm completely burnt out, and I cannot face another year of doing it, because I just can't. I don't want to. I've done enough. So I'd just like to give a massive thank you to every single person who has ever bought any kits from me or finished props. They are now evidently limited edition, because you won't be seeing them again. No, I may do finished commissions for people if in the future, if I have time and if I have the energy, and if it's a very special request and if it's new and something I've never built before, because I love designing and building new things, especially like armor and stuff, cool armor. I am completely still doing 3D files, brand new 3D files. We've got so much cool new stuff coming. We've got the ATAP driver helmet. It's absolutely beautiful. That's coming. Got the Guyver helmet coming. It's absolutely flipping incredible. Been working on it for 1 year. Not even kidding. It's finished. It's going to be launched this week, I think. Just wait for the renders to come back. If you would like to support my journey and get all my files in return, head to patreon.com/Jedha Workshop. I'm going to also look at doing memberships on here on YouTube. I don't really know how it works. And to be honest, you've seen how often I edit a video. It takes me so long. So I can't offer, you know, behind the scenes exclusive videos because I'm too lazy or I'm just too ADHD. I can only focus on one thing at a time, and then I get distracted and focus on 50,000 other things and forget what I was doing. So yeah, I don't know how it'll work, but yeah, I'd love you to receive my files for much cheaper than I sell them for in my shop, which is jedhaworkshop.co.uk. Alright, thanks so much again for watching. I really do hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoyed the features of the COSVOX. Thank you so much. Do hit like if you did like this video. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Please follow me on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube. And have an excellent New Year. Happy New Year. Alright, I've been Ash from Jedha Workshop. Namaste. This is the way. Peace.
Doesn't sound so bad to me.